Hello. Hello and welcome back to you all in my next video. As you all know that in my new every video, I am announcing the name of the first 5 candidates who answered the question of the previous video. So again, as this time, in the last video I have posted a question in the last moment of the video. Then students started their answer, and the student who gave the answer in the correct timing order, the name of their, it is there. So these 5 students have put their hands up very fastly, and they provide the best answer, the suitable answer, the correct answer. They solve the question in a fastest manner. Okay. So I start right after that. Now, as I promised that as I promised in the last video that the same question I will explain in the next video. So here I am with the same question. So first of all, you have to check that what was the question. So this is your question. Okay, you can take the question very sharply and understand the fact that how many are the important points in this question. In this question, receipt and payment account is there. Okay, then afterwards adjustments are there. Total 8 adjustments are there. You can see that. Okay, so now we will start to solve the question. Okay, in this question, 8 adjustments are there in total. The first adjustment is related to subscription, second is related to rates, third is related to the outstanding telephone bill of current year. Current year means question is already mentioning that there was an outstanding telephone bill for rupees 1400 on March 31st, 2015, and we are preparing the income and expenditure account with the help of receipt and payment account for the year ending March 31st, 2015. The same now, so it will be treated as current year. The next fourth is last year outstanding sundry expenses. We all know that if the outstanding expenses is of current year, what we have to do, and if the outstanding expenses is of previous year, then what we have to do. Okay. Then next fifth point is the stock of stationery. 2 types of stock we had. Okay. Current year stock, last year stock. Current year stock is there to post in current year balance sheet, and last year stock is there to post in last year balance sheet. And whenever 2 types of stocks are there, definitely we have to find out the material consumption. Then we will take care of that. Okay, 6 and 7 points are related with that depreciation and opening assets. So if they are the opening assets, we will post them in the opening balance sheet. Okay, and then next is last is accrued income. This accrued income is of current year. Okay, so we will take one by one. Okay, finally I am starting from the downside. Okay, that accrued income, which type of accrued income it is? Question is saying that on March 31st, 2015, income accrued on investment purchase during the year amounted to rupees 1500. It means that accrued interest on investment of rupees 1500. So every time one adjustment will be posted twice in the question. Okay, that is the funda. So this 1500 rupee will be posted where? It will be posted twice. Firstly, it will be plus on the income side. On which, where it will be plus? With interest on investment. And second, where it will be posted? It is of current year, so it will be in the balance sheet in the assets of current year. Okay, this point is clear. This is the accrued income, and where we have to post the accrued income on the income side of income and expenditure, and secondly on the asset side of your balance sheet. If it is the current year, it will be on the current year balance sheet. Okay, then okay, I'm going to erase it. You can take the screenshot of that. Okay, now you can take. Okay, next, that is opening assets. So opening assets, I have already told you. Opening assets, we have to post them twice. Firstly, they are the opening assets. There will be in opening balance sheet. Okay, this is the task. Okay, 2 types we have to post them. Firstly, they will be in opening balance sheet. Then after all the necessary adjustment, if depreciation is there, we will charge the depreciation. Then final value means the remaining value will be there in current year balance sheet. Okay, so they will be at two places. Firstly, in the opening balance sheet, two types of opening assets we had. Okay, one is investment that is there on March 31st, 2014. It means in the last year as well. Okay, the next we had another. It will be there in current year balance sheet. That is another one is I think building that is of 4 lakh with 2.5% depreciation. Okay, so on March 31st, 2014 it was 4 lakh. Then in the current year we will charge 2.5% depreciation. Then afterwards in the new year, in the current year it will be there after deducting the depreciation of 2.5%. Okay, you can take the screenshot of that as well. Okay, next point is stock of stationery. I told you that in the question it is mentioned that two types of stock of stationery is given there. 2000 rupees in the opening and 3600 in the closing year. Means in the opening last year it was 2000 rupees of stock and in the current year it is of 3600 of stock. So 2000 for last year, okay, 3000 for current year. Both will be in assets. Okay. It is of last year, it will be there in last year balance sheet. It is of current year, it will be in current year of balance sheet. Okay? Will be there. But the consumption, we all know that amount of stationery will be there. Already we had that amount of 2000 stock. Okay. And again, how much stationery we purchased? You can check the question. In the question, we purchased I think 16,000 of rupees stationery. So 2,000 stationery we already had, 16,000 again we purchased, which is total 18,000. But at last 3,600 remains. Okay. So out of 18,000, if 3,600 remains, it means that 14,400 have been used during the year. Okay. So for the consumption, add opening less closing, as I have mentioned. So that will be added in it. Okay. Then next point it will be deducted, then total it will be 14,400 consumption, and this will take place in your income and expenditure account. It is an expenses, it will take place in the debit side. Okay, debit side means on the expenditure side. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this as well. Now, this is last year outstanding sundry expenses. If the outstanding expenses of last year, so we will post it in the liability side of the balance sheet of last year. But one particular adjustment has to be posted twice. So where it will be on the secondary level. So it is the outstanding expenses of last year. Current year outstanding is to be added, and last year outstanding it will be less with related. But where? In income and expenditure account. Okay. Firstly, it will be there in the liability side of the balance sheet of last year, and secondly, it will be less with related. Related with whom? Sundry expenses. So it will be deducted from sundry expenses in income and expenditure account. Okay. You can take that screenshot as well. Okay, now outstanding telephone bill of current year. Question is already mentioning that on March 31st, 2015, the rate, I think this third. So question is mentioning that there was an outstanding telephone bill for rupees 1400 on March 31st, 2015. It is the outstanding bill of current year. So outstanding bill is to be add with related. What is related item? Outstanding telephone bill. So the related item is telephone bill. So we will add that amount with telephone bill. Where? In income and expenditure account. And secondary, where we will post? It is outstanding. So it will take place in the liability of balance sheet of current year. Just because of that, it is of current year. So it will take place in the current year balance sheet. Okay? Got it? Note down it as well. Or you can take the screenshot of this as well. Okay. the important point now, the rates. Question is mentioning that on March 31st, 2015, means at the last of the year, March 31st, 2015, the rates were prepaid to June 2015. Okay, means on March 31st we are figuring it out, and we have find that that rate. Okay, this expense is being prepaid till June 2015, means 3 months extra. If any time we are paying the expenses to the extra period of time, it is treated as prepaid. Okay, so that 3 months is prepaid, na? Okay, so we will take that amount. But right after that, question is saying that charge paid every year being 24,000. So question is saying that for the 12 months we have to pay 24,000 rupees. It means that per month we can calculate as 24,000 divided by 12, that will become 2,000. So means per month 2,000 can be, na? Let it be. If per month 2,000 it has been, so what is the prepaid of current year? Because in the current year we have paid till June 2015, means extra 3 months. So prepaid item is of 3 months, okay, with at the rate of 2,000 per month. So it will be like 6,000 for the amount as prepaid rates, prepaid for the current year. This is the prepaid of current year. I think you all have got that, because we have paid till June 2015. In total, we can calculate after March, it will be April, May and June. Okay, so these 3 months are prepaid. Okay, so we have calculated that amount prepaid, and if it is the prepaid of current year, what we have to do? It has to be deducted from the related. Okay, where it will be? It will be on 2 places. Deducted from related, and it is prepaid on the asset side of your balance sheet of current year, because it is of your current year, so it will take place there. But after deducting this prepaid, how much is there in your receipt and payment? It is only 24,000. If you will deduct your prepaid, it will remain only 18,000. But question is saying that for the 12-month period we have to pay at the rate of 2,000 per month. So it means that if it is remaining now 18,000 only for the current year, it means that it is of only 9 months. At the rate of 2,000, 18,000 it is of 9 months only. So where that 3 months left? Definitely it is the case that in the last year someone came already and paid the 3 months in advance as well. Okay, that is that, because current year has to be 24,000, but if we will deduct that 6,000, it will remain only 18,000. Why it will remain only 18,000? It has to be 24,000. So definitely last year someone has paid already the prepaid for our current year. Okay, because like in this year we are paying the advance 6,000 for the next year. Definitely the same case would have been in the last year, that someone has paid already that 6,000 for our current year in the last year. So last year prepaid as well. This is the prepaid of current year. Exactly the same has been in the last year. That might be the case. That's why we are getting only 18,000, because it has to be 24,000. So again the 3 month prepaid will be there in the last year as well. So 3 month prepaid of last year, that will also become like 6,000, and where it will be on the 2 places. Firstly it will be, it is of the prepaid has to be less, but it is of last year, so it will be added. So plus with related, and where in income and expenditure, and secondary prepaid is there, it will take place in assets, but where? Of the last year, because it is of last year. So for the rates we are getting 2 types of prepaid. One is prepaid of current year, so it will take place 2 places, and Next is 3-month prepaid of last year. That will take place also in two places. Firstly, we have to add that with related in income and expenditure, and secondly, we have to post it on the asset side of your liabilities, asset side of your balance sheet of the last year. Okay, got that? You can take the screenshot of that as well. And if you have any query, you can call me and you can ask me. And my contact number you all know. And if you don't know, then in the last of the video, my contact number will be there. Okay. You can take the screenshot. I'm going to erase it. Okay. Now, the most important point, that is subscription. In the question, it is already mentioning that subscription of current year. For the income and expenditure, directly you can find out. Income and expenditure question is saying that 1800 members are there and they have to pay 200. So if 1800 members are there and they have to pay 200 rupees, directly it can become like 3,60,000. It should be annual. Okay. How much we have received for the current year according to the question? Question is saying that we have received only 3,37,600. $3,37,600, but we have to be like 3,60,000. So how much we have to still receive for the current year? Okay, so for the current year we have to still receive current year outstanding. So current year outstanding will be 3,60,000 minus 3,37,600, means the difference will be the outstanding of the current year. So the difference will be 22,400. Because if we will add them both, it will be like 3,60,000. That will be equal to the annual subscription. Okay. So this is the amount of outstanding of current year. Okay. Again, now let's see the adjustment. Adjustment is saying that rupees 8,000 were in arrear for 2013-14. Mean on the last year it was the arrear of rupees 8,000. Last year arrears or outstanding was 8,000. Question is directly saying us that last year outstanding was 8,000. We have already got that one thing. So this 8,000 will take place where? In the balance sheet assets of last year. Okay, question is mentioning already 8,000 was the outstanding in the last year, so this 8,000 will take place directly in the last year balance sheet of the asset side. Very good. But out of this 8,000, how much we have received? Just see the question. In receipt and payment account, in the subscription, we have received 7,200 rupees for the last year. भाई लास्ट ईयर हमारे 8,000 रुपए बाकी थे, तो उसमें से कुछ लोग आए इस बार 7,200 रुपए देके चले गए, यानी अभी भी हमारे 4 मेंबर बाकी हैं जिन्होंने 800 रुपए नहीं दिए टोटल में. ठीक है. सो देयर आर ओनली अभी हमारे 4 मेंबर अभी भी पैसा देके नहीं गए. तो ये हमें इस साल अभी कितना पैसा लेना है? इस साल वालों से 22,400 लेने हैं, प्लस पिछले साल भी जो लोग अभी नहीं दे पाए 8,000 चाहिए थे, 7,200 वो देकर के जा चुके हैं. सो उनसे अभी हमें 800 रुपए और लेने हैं. तो हमारा इस साल का टोटल आउटस्टैंडिंग कितना बन गया? करंट ईयर आउटस्टैंडिंग हमारा करंट ईयर वालों से लेना है 22,400 और पिछले साल वालों से लेना है 800. तो हमारा हो जाएगा ये 23,200. Got it? I think you already have got that. Okay. So now in total, this 8,000, according to the question, 3 types of subscription we have got. Last year one, it is 8,000, but already we have received 7,200. So we have to receive only 800. That 800, okay. In income and expenditure, this will be the treatment. There it will be. Income and expenditure, it is directly saying that members are 1,800 to at the rate of 200. We have to receive 3,60,000. Okay, definitely we will receive 3,60,000. But for that 3,60,000, We already had 3,37,600. Only we have to receive 22,400 from the current year subscription. Okay, this is the outstanding of current year. That will be in the income and expenditure account. But for the balance sheet, we have two types of balance sheet. In the last year balance sheet, questions adjustment is already mentioning that it is of 8,000. So it will take place in the last year balance sheet. But for in the current year balance sheet, 22,400 from the current year member and 8,000 of last year, which is still outstanding. Okay, so in the current year balance sheet, that 23,200, it will be in current year balance sheet as outstanding subscription. Got it? You can note down the question as well. Okay. So for now, you can take your question and answer as well. Okay. So firstly, I would like to tell you that now, this is your solution. You can go through with your solution. Okay. It is there. You can go through with your solution. Just see. You can see that in that income and expenditure account directly they are putting 3,60,000. Okay. The first adjustment. Got it? Then next adjustment was related with rates. So just see the rates. It is there. You can see that 24,000 rates were there, 6,000 for the last year and 6,000 for the current year. Current year prepaid have been deducted and last year prepaid have been added. Okay. Then how we have to prepare that? How we have to prepare that balance sheet of current year and last year? Okay. So firstly we will take that current year balance sheet. So here is your current year balance sheet. Okay. This is your current year balance sheet. But before preparing this current year balance sheet, we have to prepare that last year balance sheet as well. So this is your last year balance sheet. As we have mentioned that in the last year balance sheet, you have to put all the information like outstanding sundry expenses, outstanding salary and wages, okay, general fund, sorry, wait a minute. Got it? Okay. So I'm giving you a question in the last of the video, and if you will not be able to solve this question again, I will explain the same question. I will explain this question in the next video as well. Okay? Till then, good luck.